How's everybody feeling? Good?
Yeah.
That was horrible. How do you guys feel? You guys feeling good? Yeah. All right, put your hands together for all the speakers you've seen so far. Let me tell you that when I was asked to do this, I was really intimidated because you people are smart. I'm telling you, dude, I got a 2.49 GPA. I just barely got it. Like, that was my deal. But my childhood was pretty messed up, and it made me what I am today. My stepfather was a very abusive person. Locked me in the basement, beat me up, ground me, told me I was stupid, broke me down to every single thing that I wanted to do, he told me was wrong. And then he built me back up to be a master salesman, a master manipulator. And to give you an idea of who he was one of the #1 insurance agents in the country, and he sold himself an insurance policy where if he ever got declared legally crazy, legally insane, legally not able to work, he would get $60,000 a year tax-free from the government. 2 years later, guess what? He's crazy. So when my mom and he were getting divorced, he kidnapped my little brother, took him around the country, changed his name, brought him back, and the court ordered a psychologist to evaluate what the heck is going on with all this craziness. And this psychologist was boys' homes, girls' homes, group homes, was in the Nazi concentration camps. Like, this guy knew everything. He was 80 years old. He was just that guy who knew everything. And his report to the court is that he had never seen anybody like my stepfather since the Nazis. That kind of manipulation. So he built me up to do sales and become a monster and manipulate and to grab your money and take it before you guys even knew what happened. That's what it was. So at 18, I got a job. I was doing door-to-door sales, selling frozen food, door-to-door, steak, seafood, and chicken. I was making about $2-3 grand a week. Pitch was simple. Started by the wholesale steak, seafood, chicken. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. I got to take Visa. I mean, I was quick. And I was in and out of your house in 5-10 minutes with cash. I take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, personal checks, cash agent. Robbie, I know you wanted that. And I was out of there. I mean, I literally did that. I made a lot of money doing that, but somewhere I heard my mom's voice. And I wasn't really happy. I graduated college. The company I was working for, I graduated Penn State. They said, "We'll be anywhere in the country you want to go." Wanted to be in Hollywood, wanted to be on TV. Moved there, got the house in the hills, living across from Kanye West, dating the girls, thinking I was really cool. But I kept dating emotionally unavailable women. My friends were emotionally not available. Calling, not calling me back. It was that kind of Hollywood lifestyle. And I didn't like it. And I remember one time, my girl at the time, she got all drunk. And by the way, she was a go-go dancer, so I thought that was appropriate. Anyways, I dated a go-go dancer. Really? Like, really? That's crazy. Okay. I realized that when I said that. So I dated a go-go dancer, and I remember she was all drunk, and she looked at me, and she's all drunk, and she goes, "I don't believe in you." Ooh. And she was right. I didn't believe myself up to that point. And the next day, I sold everything. Got rid of all my trucks, I got rid of everything. We broke up shortly thereafter. I moved into the studio. I was shopping at the 99-cent store, but you know what? They say sometimes the things in life that you own also own you. So the things that I had, the house and the cars and all that stuff, they owned me. And I started to want to do different things. And previous to that, I knew something was wrong. So I went to therapy. I was going to therapy 15 years. I went to 2 12-step programs for relationship and codependence, and I wanted to see what was going on. So these are things that I came my way with. I didn't make these up. I took a bunch of different collages, what everybody else said, and it kind of seems to work for me. So this is my philosophy. Simple. You can go out anything you want. All you gotta do is try. That's it. Hi, that's it. 2.49 GPA, that's all you get. People look at me and they say, "Well, that's it, right? That's it, really? That's it, really?" Well, that's so obvious. How come not everybody in the world, including yourselves, is really getting everything you want? How come you're not getting every single thing? There's 7 billion people on the planet. How come everybody's just not getting what they want? Well, the obvious reason is we get in the way of ourselves. That's it. We procrastinate, we eat ice cream late at night, we do things that are not good for ourselves. All the girls are like, "Yes, I eat ice cream late at night, fuck yeah." We do things that are not good for us. We have wrong friends, we know, oh, you know what, we don't get things done right away. So what I learned for myself is, I want to teach you guys how to get the life back that you want. When life gets bumpy, my mom always said this to me. It's not the bump in the road, it's the road. My mom got it from somewhere else, and I'm just using it. It's the road. The road is bumpy. Everything always happens not the way you planned. You make a flight reservation, you miss the flight, all that kind of stuff happens. So how do you get back? How do you ground yourself? Well, these are things that can help ground yourself, and this is what I like to call the boat. This is the boat. This is what grounds me right here. These are things that can sail us in the right direction. So right now, do a little experiment. I want you to turn to the person next to you right now. Turn to the person next to you and give them a hug. Go ahead, hug each other. Give a nice Zappos hug. Oh yeah, okay, that's a little creepy. Okay, Robbie's trying to hook up. Okay, that's very weird. Very weird, okay. Robbie was trying to hook up, that was weird, okay. Robbie's a good friend of mine. You know, we've talked over the years, and what I learned about touch, what is touch supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be, in my mind, what I'm learning, is teaching others understanding, cheer, and happiness. Teaching others. Giving to others. And if you notice what I said turn to the person next to you and give them a hug. I didn't say get a hug. And if you notice your energy, a lot of us, including myself, am I still on? A lot of us were taking. A lot of us were taking. We were taking. And that's what we do in life, we take. So if you want to get yourself grounded, do charity work. Touch somebody, hug somebody. When you shake their hand, look at them in the eyes. A lot of small business owners are here. It's one-on-one. Take a second to hold their hand an extra second longer. Hey, how you doing? Good to meet you. Focus on them. Ground yourself back into reality. So now I want you to do something else. I want you to turn to the person next to you. Turn to the person next to you. All right? And I want you to really, really try to give. Let the energy, like the energy that's over in Zappos when you go over there, and it's a happy, a fun energy. Turn to the person next to you and touch their earlobes. Go ahead, touch them. Go ahead. Go ahead, touch them. Touch them. There you go. Now bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And smell it. Everybody smells it. Some of you smelled it. That was awesome. The reason I do that is that's a positive emotion I added. I added an emotion that grounded you. So when things are going crazy, add a positive emotion to your life. Do something positive for yourself. Does anybody here know what they did last Friday, the Friday before? Maybe you have an idea. You have an idea. But when you add emotion to your life, when you add emotion, something good, you'll know what happened. Christmas, New Year's. Remember what you did? Remember what we did last time you had sex? Some of you don't even remember that. Very good. I appreciate that.
No idea.
No idea. One girl. Okay, very good. So a positive emotion equals memory. Or it can be any emotion. So I'm going to tell you, it's a joke, but it's a real story from a stand-up. So on Valentine's Day, last Valentine, my beautiful fiance at the time, she took me to a park 26 miles from the house, and she dumped me.
Oh.
Yeah. We rode to that park on a 2-seater bicycle, you guys.
Oh.
Whole ride home. Yeah. That was Valentine's Day, February 14th. 1 month later, March 14th, I looked her up on Facebook, no joke. It's a picture of her kissing another guy and it said happy 4-month anniversary.
Oh.
And right before she dumped me, she said, you know, I want you to do something to prove to you love me, show me love. Do me something that's going to last for eternity. So I got her name tattooed on my leg with the infinity sign.
Oh.
Her name, Jenny Nicole Rockwell. You can see the initials on the bottom if you can't in the back. They're JNR, which in Lebanese means, go fuck yourself, I hate you. Rough translation. She works early morning 6 a.m. shift. I know she works tomorrow, so if she got a call late tonight, it'd wake her up, she'd get insomnia, it'd ruin her weekend. Her phone number is 310-817. Looked up her new boyfriend. Name is Jeffrey Stephen Needles. Initials are JSN. I know those initials. They're perfect initials. They roll off my tongue. Why? Because those are my initials. I have their wedding invitation on my leg. Guy's 151 car dealerships, the biggest car dealer in the country. Can't even believe what kind of cars he sells. He sells Infinities. So I added emotion to this. And if you saw me 5 years from now or 10 years, oh, you're the dude who the girl schooled. I got it. Yeah, you get it. So add some emotion. If you're having a rough time, go watch a movie. Go listen to some music. Go do something that has emotion that will ground you. What's the opposite of everything we had this weekend? What I just told you, the fun we were just having. Fear. What is it? What's fear? It's false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's nonsense. If I cut my arm and I'm bleeding, real fear. I got cancer, I have a disease, and I'm gonna die. That's fear. Everything else is nonsense. Everything you're fearing right now is all crazy. I'm not gonna get the job. Who cares? Mom doesn't know. Who cares? Who cares? That's why when people talk to me, who cares? Doesn't matter. It's fear. It's false evidence of fear and real. I'll tell you my fear, and I still had it. I had anxiety panic attack today. I told my buddy Evan, I know where he's at. I was done. My heart is just pounding. I'm telling you. And my fear was if I didn't do good, then you guys wouldn't like me. And I'd feel sad, alone, and depressed. And I'd end up in the Ogden alone and depressed. That's what happens when I don't have a good set. Which is the same way that I felt when I was in 6th grade at Jason Rosenbaum's house. And all the friends, when I walked in, jumped me, beat me up. I ended up at home alone, crying, and I was so sad I peed in my bed that night as a kid. So, in my mind, if I don't do good today, I'm going to go back to the Ogden. I'm going to urinate in the bed. That's what's going on. That's where our mind goes. Because our mind does that. We revert back to something that happened in our childhood. If you don't get the job, you don't make the money. Okay, that's hard. But it's not death, and we put it as death, and that clouds our mind. So what are the things that we can use to ground us? How do we combat that? My main anchor is halt. Stop. Halt. Check. Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Did you eat? And I don't mean bad food, powdered donuts, delicious, I love them, awesome, great. Not those. Eating healthy food. Stop. Are you angry? Jump back up, emotion, touch, ground back in. Are you lonely? Jump back up, emotion, touch. Are you tired? Take a nap, pray, meditate, yoga, whatever it is. The mini anchors that I use, these are things you can use anywhere. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Oh my God, if I don't get the job, let's get the no, Just worry about dressing for the job. Get ready for the job. Prepare. Know your resume. Know what you're doing. Pace. Positive attitude changes everything. Positive attitude changes everything. Everything in your life, positive attitude can change. And it's hard to have that. So that's when you jump back up to touch and emotion and act. Act your way into good thinking. Act your way into good thinking. It's hard. I had anxiety today. I'm going to show up, I'm going to prepare, I'm going to act my way into good thinking. I'm going to try my best and accept change today. Accept that something's going to change, and it's up to you how you change it. What's the opposite of this? Men here have that. That was creepy. That was very weird. Poor me syndrome. 7 billion people on the planet, 4 billion women, 3 billion men. Really? It's just you? Really? Really? You're the only one? Poor me. That's when you're using your ego. You're edging good out. You're edging the good in your life out by using your ego. And when all else fails, ask. Ask somebody for knowledge. Ask them. Just ask. I didn't know what this was. Let me tell you, honestly, this is how I met Tony. My friend Chad and Heidi were moving in here, and they invited me to some guy's house. And I walked in, this little guy, little Asian dude, was riding around on a bike through 3 apartments. I'm like, this guy is awesome. Great, the nicest guy ever, just a sweet human being. Real quiet, unassuming. And we got to talking. And I stopped, and I've never done this before in my life. I looked at him and I go, I don't know who you are or what you do, but you're really present. You're calm, and your vibe is there. And I'm not that, and I want that. Ask him. I said it to him. And I said, I want to do whatever it is you're doing, I want to be involved in. So he gave me his card, and I emailed him. And I said, whatever it is you're being involved in, I want to come speak, I want to come help, I don't want any money. I still have no idea what's going on. I still have no idea what's going on, but honestly. I know he's rich, that's all I know. You know what I mean? Make it rain, I know he does that. Sorry, am I not supposed to say that? Whatever. He's got money, you know what I mean? So, but I knew I wanted what he had. I wanted presence. I wanted to be more grounded. My overall natural energy is like this, and I wanted to learn how to be more present. So I asked, and he said yes. So my name is Josh Nasar. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you very much. graduated college, the company I was working for, I graduated Penn State, they said, we'll be anywhere in the country we want to go. Wanted to be in Hollywood, wanted to be on TV. Moved there, got the house in the hills, living across from Kanye West, dating the girls, thinking I was really cool. But I kept dating emotionally unavailable women. My friends were emotionally not available. Calling them, not calling me back. It was that kind of Hollywood lifestyle. And I didn't like it. They say sometimes the things in life that you own also own you. So the things that I had, the house and the cars and all that stuff, they owned me. And I started to want to do different things. So if you want to get yourself grounded, do charity work. Touch somebody, hug somebody. When you shake their hand, look at them in the eyes. A lot of small business owners are here. It's one-on-one. Take a second to hold their hand an extra second longer. Hey, how you doing? Good to meet you. Focus on them. Ground yourself back into reality.